that you love me, but you can't take. Never love this like the shit I've been through. This shit shake.
As long as you mad up, y'all. It's good morning. It's good morning.
They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here. They're gonna need to send the National Guard a fucking SWAT team. Tommy's always busting suits, balls. Run up on a real motherfucking guitar. They get me the steam. I think I had a motherfucking shit that roll calls running around yelling, Jimmy, I can't stand it. Hoes talking about they got a man. Shit, all I wanna do is suck my dick. So I'll pick the motherfucker up my face. Busy now, bitch, would you give me the pussy lady? Fly, I fade her, played her like a game. I say, you're fucking with the nigga that made her. And I ain't sleeping, cause you're keeping for my money. Got the dick and now you get the piss in my dick.
Man, worldwide.
Niggas whole fucking world is mine. Niggas whole fucking world is mine.
Niggas got some like girls.
They high, no one fist the knives, Niggas whole fucking world is mine. Niggas whole fucking world is mine. Niggas whole fucking world is mine. Niggas got some like girls. They high, no one fist the knives, This whole fucking world is mine. Even if you blind, you can still see my prophecy. My destiny to overthrow those on top of me. Fiending for currency, the money be calling, can you feel me? Dreaming, seeing things in me ballin'. These bitch made niggas in that bullshit you going through. Outlaw bustin' while we rushin', touch. Fuck you niggas in that bullshit you going through. We outlaw bustin', touch. The hoes out, knocking hoes back. Keep my doors stacked, so where the motherfucking hoes at? Niggas can't save the back. Niggas back, get paid. It's like that, you motherfucking bitches. Niggas whole fucking world is mine. Niggas whole fucking world is mine. Niggas got some like girls, they high, no one fist the knives. This whole fucking world is mine. Niggas whole fucking world is mine. Niggas whole fucking world is mine. Niggas got some like girls, they high, no one fist the knives. This whole fucking world is mine. Even if you blind, you can still see my prophecy. Legendary, live eternally. Bury me in pieces cause they fear reincarnation. Niggas screaming peace cause they fear when my squad face them. Take them to places, face to face, then erase them and break them. Murder motherfuckers out of waiting to quicken and base. Blast me, but never ask me to live it out. Am I wrong? Cause I wanna get it on. Well, I know now when you wish to breathe, I swore to a million seas. I remember me, legendary, live eternally. Bury me in pieces cause they fear reincarnation. Niggas screaming peace cause they fear when my squad face them. Take them to places, face to face, then erase them and break them. Murder motherfuckers out of waiting to quicken and base. Blast me, but never ask me to live it out. Am I wrong? Cause I wanna get it on. Well, I know now worldwide. Niggas whole fucking world is mine. Worldwide. Niggas whole fucking world is mine. Niggas got some like girls. They high, no one fist the knives, This whole fucking world is mine. It's mine. It's mine.
Niggas gossip like girls. You heard? I wanna go the long way around.
That's my room? Yeah, it's next to mine.
I gotta go this way, heathens.
Look. Click bow.
Click bow.
Astronauts on the clock.
Late night ride, y'all. You heard? It's that late night ride shit, y'all. For the larger matter,
you know it's what you pack it with them automatics. We gon' send them tatted. Wait. Hey. Woo. You feel sturdy, shake it. Walk out.
Wow.
What the fuck should I jump out? But I
she got the buns I admire. I'm at the bar, I bet your car. I'm about to say all day the wire. You know I love a tiger. I skirt on her ass like a tire. She like Papa, you on fire. She like Papa, you on fire. 4-4 walking, ayy. Louder than the church choir. I do a drill in a suit. Then I change my attire. Look, she throw that ass back in a quick sec, change her clothes and then make a Snapchat. Then she go talk about it on her Facebook. I'm like, baby, I thought we was past that. Walk in, walk out.
Bow.
What the fuck's on the jump out? I bet I shake up the room. Get straight, passion. About a pack. Zip him up, bag him. Louis V, Louis V, Louis V. Walk in, walk out.
Brown with the general, goddammit.
I bet I shake up the room. Get straight, passion. About a pack. Zip him up, bag him. Louis V, Louis V, Louis V. Buy the club, niggas know that I'm paid. Bitch, I'm a dog. Give me lit, I can't fuck with these niggas cause niggas is gay. All in my page, sucking dick. All of my comments is screaming my name while I'm in the club. Doing them hundreds and fifties and ones and rounds.
Brown the king,
They know I'm hollering if I'm on the island, I'm snatching the cell. What he got locked, then I is bail. Until he free, I'm ready to have. Tell my shooters, call me FaceTime. For all the times we had to FaceTime. 50 nights, I do a state time. If you need to glizzy, you can take mine. You know I'm like that, I'll make a movie like TNT. Black 30, dirty ass, you really want it. I bet I air it like DSP. Now I'm blue, I live in my section. And I keep that 38 for the weapon. Remember when I came home for correction? All the bad bitches in my direction. Walk in, walk out.
Bow.
What the fuck's on the jump out?
Nobody
I bet I
else.
shake up the room. Get straight, passion.
Ain't nothing out here, y'all. No bullshit.
Louis V. Walk in, walk out. What the fuck's on the jump out?
If you out in these motherfucking streets at this time of the night, goddammit, we know what you doing. Straight up. Ain't nothing out this motherfucker, man. Take my ass to the laundromat and wash these motherfucking clothes. Cause it's President's Day today, y'all. Doing Black History Month. It's President's Day, goddammit. Founding fathers who owned slaves, goddammit. You feel me? The founding fathers who owned slaves, goddammit. It's President's Day, goddammit. Doing Black History Month. So the question is it really Black History Month? Ignorant ass niggas. They give y'all holidays to celebrate. Y'all celebrate that shit. Damn it, Black History 365 days out the year. I told y'all that. But you know, their slave masters gave them Black History Month in February. Doing President's holiday. President Month. The founding fathers who had slaves, but not me because I am a king. God damn it.
As a result of other people's actions. But nonetheless, King Record. That's his name.
King Record.
As a ruler.
As a ruler. Me.
What does a king do?
He rules.
He rules. Yes, good. He rules. And as a ruler. One day I would pay it back. Say it on tape and let it record it so that one day I can play it back. But I don't even know if I believe it when I'm saying that. That's starting to creep in every day. It's just so gray and black. Oh, I just need a ray of that. Cause no one sees my vision when I play it for them. They just say it's whack. But they don't know what dope is. And I don't know if I was awake or asleep when I wrote this. All I know is you came to me when I was at my lowest.
Yeah, we're here a little early, y'all. You know when you here early, and I know the market don't open up until 6. So we got good timing. But the question is it really Black History Month, goddammit? And it's President's Day today, goddammit, on the 16th of February. The founding fathers who owned slaves, goddammit. Slaves! sleeves. We out in Brookhaven this morning, y'all. It's 4:45 this morning, y'all. Best time to be up, y'all. See, we up early because we sleep early, you heard? We be up early because we get enough rest that we need, yo. We can't be up all goddamn night fucking around, yo. Need enough hours in the day to be up all night fucking around, you heard? That's a fact. You can't be up all night, y'all, fucking around bullshitting, y'all. Especially when you handle business, when you're a person that handle business. You got to get your sleep. You can't be up fucking around, y'all. That's a fact. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? That be handling business, that know it's not even enough. It's not even enough hours in the day anymore to be out here fucking around, you heard? You know what I mean? But like I said, y'all, this joint opened up at 5. We out Brookhaven this morning. And yeah, ain't enough hours in the day anymore to be bullshitting. That's why you gotta get your rest. You get your beauty rest so you can be energized for the day. Because there's not enough hours in the day anymore, y'all. Once you start handling businesses, you like, damn, time flew. Nah, time ain't fly. You handling business and shit. And these doors open up at 5 o'clock automatically, y'all. I told my man, he got the cleanest goddamn laundromat in Delaware County. You know what I mean? It's a little, washers a little high. They old school washers and shit. Top end loaders and shit. Old school joints. Shit, he went up on his wash though. He like $325 a wash. You know what I mean? Some spots $250, $275. I said, damn, he got the old school washers in this joint. The joints you have in the crib. The joints you have in the crib in the basement, goddammit. But whatever make it happen, happens, you know what I mean? Can't knock his hustle. Huh? Peoples? Yeah, ain't enough hours, man. You gotta get your sleep, man. So you able to get up, be rejuvenated, and ready to rock, you heard? If you up all night, bullshitting, you know what I mean? Oh, man, you gonna sleep all day. Nah, we don't do that shit. Be up all night, sleep all day. That's bullshit. That's for the birds, man. Straight up. That's for the birds. Not knocking nobody's sleep pattern, but over here ain't enough hours in the day to be sleeping around bullshitting, man. That's a fact. You usually see the usuals who pull up at the laundromat to wash their clothes. It be the usual people. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see them either Saturday morning or Sunday, you bound to run into them, though. It be the usual, the same people. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this joint open up at 5 and shit. Rest of them open up at 6. It's 4:50 now. The doors open up automatically at 5 o'clock, y'all. You got this shit tight, you heard? You got this shit tight. See if Miss Wendy up at shop right when I leave here, or when I'm drying my clothes and shit. They open up at 6, so I'm gonna have plenty of time, probably when it's time to dry 'em. But shit, we be out of here by 6 o'clock. I ain't got a lot of shit to wash and shit. I got about a load or two. You know what I mean? Went up in Walgreens and got the motherfucking Arm & Hammer detergent and shit. OxyClean joint with the lavender top and shit. That shit smell good as a mother. Have your clothes smelling good for weeks. For weeks, goddammit. This shit be in the drawer still smelling like that shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all. I ain't dwelling on too much hardship right now. Because everybody going through hardship, you know what I mean? Some type of turmoil motherfuckers going through, so I ain't gonna put my foot on your neck and smush it around and shit. I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is at this point. Straight up. And I tell a lot of people, because it go for girls and guys, you know what I mean? Don't fall in love with a person you can't leave within 2 minutes, y'all. You hear me? Do not fall in love with a person you can't leave for 2 minutes, man. Like, literally. Shit hit the fan, you got to be gone. You know what I'm saying? You can't be waiting around and shit. Stressing yourself out. And things of that nature. Worrying about what that person doing, this and that. Nah, you got to have that skin. That alligator skin, whereas though, if shit go left, you go right the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You ain't waiting around. You ain't moaning, whining. You ain't doing none of that shit. That's why I say, don't fall in love with a person you can't walk away from, y'all. Don't do that shit, y'all, because you'll be caught up in some bullshit. You be chasing your tail like a dog and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know, in relationships, a lot of people, and there don't be a lot of people on both sides, but when you, look, let's talk relationship real quick, y'all. Because when you jumping in a relationship, not giving yourself time to heal from your last relationship, you ain't gonna do nothing but bring that shit over to your new relationship. Whatever you had going on in your prior relationships, in denial, cheating, or whatever the case might be with your last partner, you can't bring that into your new relationship, y'all. You can't sit there and play this blame game like you think your partner cheating on you. In reality, they not. When a person always saying you cheating, you got to look at that person twice. You understand me? For a person to always say you cheating well. And look, you just hooked up with a person that's telling you when they not around you that you cheating. What do that mean, y'all? Class? What do that mean? They're bringing their last bullshit in their last relationship into a new relationship. How you getting into a new relationship playing this blame game, telling this person they doing this and they doing that when they not? You know what I mean? It's like you got to look at that person twice at that point. Like, yo, what you covering what you doing? What you trying to cover what you do? Like you been hurt and abused so much in these relationships. You can't even handle a relationship at this point. You can't handle a fresh relationship because you still going to dwell on your last relationship. You at least need a good year and some change to heal when you've been in a relationship for years. You got to give yourself at least a year or two to heal before you even build again. And I stress that shit to people, man. I stress that shit to people because you ain't going to do nothing. But if you get in a relationship with that person and you bringing your baggage from your last relationship into this new relationship, that shit ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm sitting here being straight up with you. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work, ladies and gentlemen. So give yourself time to heal before you think you want to step out in the playing field again and get into a relationship. Give yourself time to heal from whatever drama you've been through in the past. Don't bring that into no new relationship. That shit ain't gonna work. That shit ain't gonna work no longer than 6 months. You hear me? You feel me? Especially a person that's wide awake. That's, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what the fuck? How she blaming me? Or how he blaming me? for something I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? That's the last thing on your mind, cheating and shit. So like I said, y'all, think about that shit before you get in a relationship with a motherfucking shit. Just know that's what you want to be into, you know what I'm saying? But don't bring your baggage from your last relationship into your new relationship. That shit ain't gonna work. That's a fact. Cause you still gonna be thinking about what your last partner was doing to you, you know what I mean? Doing the same goddamn time y'all was together. And then you're gonna start leashing out on your new partner, and you're gonna make this motherfucker like, yo, what the fuck? The doors ain't open yet. Not yet. They open up at 5. But like I said, y'all, and that's in a relationship. Don't bring your baggage from your last relationship into a new relationship, y'all. Don't do it. And work on yourself. Before you even try to get into a new relationship, you got to work on yourself. You have to. You got to work on your flaws and shit. Because that person might not, that you dealing with, the new person might not like the flaws you got going on. Hold on, y'all. They opened up. Hold on. Yeah, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you can't be in a relationship with a person who been in a relationship with drama. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going to do nothing but bring that drama to you. And then not only that, when you're in a relationship, that shit 50-50. You can't, like I said, some of the things you was doing before you got in a relationship, that person might not like that shit. So you can't force your bullshit on that person. That's going to run that person away. Big time. You know what I mean? Vice versa. You might get in a relationship and this nigga might be doing something you don't like. And it's going to chase you away from him. But if a person telling you, look, I don't like you smoking cigarettes, for example. You know what I mean? A person don't like a person smoking cigarettes. How you going to force, it's like, it's a no-win situation. It's going to be an argument in the beginning, y'all. Because you don't like, you was in a relationship, your past relationships, with people that don't smoke. Now you coming into a relationship with a person that smoke, you don't like that shit. A person that constantly smoke, you might not get down with that shit. But they gonna keep telling you, it's not gonna work at that point, y'all. That shit ain't gonna work. So it's best that y'all be friends and shit. More friends, because once y'all start getting involved into relationships, that's when shit start going left. Like y'all become enemies at that point. How y'all come from being friends to being the worst enemies and shit, you know what I mean? Like they say, you don't know a person until you live with a person, you know what I mean? Who they really are and shit, you know what I mean? And their flaws and shit, because you're going to see that shit constantly. But if that person ain't trying to work on their flaws, that's like a no-win situation. That's like a dog chasing his tail. And then they always got an excuse to defend their bullshit. Like, come on, man. They ain't going to do nothing but stress you out at that point. So like I said, you gotta fully heal before you even think you ready to get involved in another relationship. You have to. Now, I've been through some shit in my past relationships that I can talk about. God damn it. I can talk about that shit because I've been in relationships and shit that didn't work. You understand? And I see how females treated niggas. So what I'm saying is this, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be in a relationship with a person that's not trying to meet you halfway. You understand what I'm saying, peoples? Like I said, y'all, that shit ain't gonna work. It's like this, y'all. Let me break it down for y'all. All right, let me give y'all some more update experience, all right, on females. So I tried to work with this chick, right? I told y'all that shit in the beginning of the videos and shit. You know what I mean? Told you I was gonna work with this chick, try to get her back, you know what I'm saying? So instead of me beating around the bush, she smoked coke, y'all. I know. She smoked coke, y'all, crack. You understand me? And I'm trying to get her off the shit, but she don't want to get off the shit, y'all. It's like as simple as that. She don't want to get off the shit, y'all. She always looking for a fucking excuse, y'all. Every time I say, leave that shit the fuck alone, put that shit down. That shit gonna fucking be your demise. She catch an attitude like no other. And I think I told y'all, if it was between that crack rock and the motherfucker on the cliff about to die, she said she'll say the crack rock before she say the person. She'll let that person fall off the cliff. I told y'all, pay attention to the signs. They be there. They be right there in your face and shit. So what she do is, she always want to smoke coke, y'all. Like, put that shit down. Like, when you gonna get enough of that shit, though? Like, it's sad, man. It's sad what that coke can do to people, man. It's sad as a motherfucker, man. What that coke can do to people, man. Straight up. That shit got that girl trying to get her back, y'all. Trying to win her back, trying to get her back and shit and all that old bullshit. And she's sitting here trying to flip the script and flip the narrative as if I'm the bad guy, if I'm the boogeyman. You know what I mean? That's crazy, man. Like, this a whole nother experience, y'all. Straight up. I never engaged in helping a person to try to get off that shit. And we was friends, y'all. Like, we was friends. Like, this person was cool as a motherfucker. Like, cause I seen other people lose their lives on these streets behind that shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn. I said, babe, she cool. I said, I've been knowing her a long motherfucking time. I said, man, let me try to help this chick, man. Show her it's a better life than just these streets and fucking with that coke, man. But guess what, y'all? She don't want the help, y'all. I took this chick to get a fucking state ID and shit. I'm trying to turn her life around, y'all. Took her to get her ID. I'm taking her to handle business, y'all. Took her to, she had another motherfucker was buying her food stamps and shit, had her card and shit. Got her to get a new card. Got rid of the old card, got her a new card. Turned her on to insurance and shit, because she got, like, medical. So I put her down with this insurance where you can get a spendable card towards your bills and groceries and shit like that. That's another card. Like, yo, like, got her hair done for her and shit, trying to show her, look, it's a better life than that shit, y'all. It's not about shit. All that materialistic shit, it's not about nothing, y'all. It's about saving lives and shit, y'all. And this chick don't want to be saved, y'all. She don't want to be saved, y'all. Like, literally, she put that coke before anything, y'all. Like, it's sad, man. If I have recorded some shit, but I ain't want to put it on the video. Or her ranting, smoking that shit before she even had the shit. Like, I had my body cam on. She didn't even know I was recording and shit, right? And I was going to upload the video, but I said, nah, I ain't going to damage her like that. You know what I'm saying? Because them motherfuckers say, oh, damn, nah, I ain't do that. But caught her, like, literally smoking the shit, cooking it up, smoking it. And then when she ain't have it, how she get an attitude and try to flip the narrative on you. Only thing I want for you to do is do this and do that. But you not putting the shit down, though. And then when I tell you to put the shit down, leave that shit for the birds. You need to rehab. Oh, man. You mentioned rehab around a motherfucker that smoked that shit. When they ain't ready to go to a rehab, you'll see the real person, my nigga. Straight up. Like, it's sad, man. It's sad. That's all that person want to do is smoke fucking dope, man. I mean, before you even get money in your hand, I'm witnessing this shit. You spending money before you even get it in your hand. And not only that, you going out here getting fronts and shit from different motherfuckers. Now you got to pay them. Like, you like a dog chasing his tail. What I talked about, y'all. You ever seen a dog chase his tail? That's some real shit. Humans do that shit in real life when they got an addiction, especially to that dope, that crack rock. You know what I mean? And then you can't compare crack rock to weed. You can't do that. Because a person smoke weed and you smoking crack rock, you going to say, oh, look what you doing. Look what you doing. But goddamn it, you killing your goddamn brain smoking that dope. And then not only that, you can get some fentanyl and overdose. Goddamn it. You don't think about that. You don't think about none of that shit because at that point, what it goes back to, peoples, a selfish motherfucker that don't give a damn about nobody but that dope. Long as they got that dope in that spoon, they all right. God damn it. Long as they got that dope in that spoon, they all right. And it's sad, man. It's sad to the motherfucker, man. Like, trying to get their weight up for them. You know what I mean? You getting the insurance for them. You feeding them. You showing them it's a better life than that shit. Put the shit down. God damn it. Put it down. And then they get mad, like blow a full head gasket when you telling them to put the shit down. You know, a person can't go cold turkey that been smoking that shit for years. They can't go cold turkey. You got to work with them. But God damn it, when they going to start making an effort of putting the shit down? You know what I mean? Every excuse they get to run to it, they run to that shit, man. That's an addiction, man. That's a problem at that point. You understand me? So they look for any excuse to defend that shit. So I said, look, it's like this. I've been trying to get you right for the last 6 months. And it's like a dog chasing his tail. So at this point, I gave up, y'all. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with that shit. You know what I mean? You wasting your time because that person ain't doing nothing but lying to you, and they gonna constantly smoke that shit when you ain't around. And then when they get around other people that got the shit, you understand what I'm saying, people? It's like a dog chasing his tail, man. It's sad, man. And it's a lot of people out here like that too, y'all. They don't want to put that shit down, man. They rather smoke that shit until they die, man. Straight up. I know a lot of people that smoke that shit all the way up until they died and shit, man. I need you to do this. I need you. How you gonna demand something from somebody and you smoking dope? And you can't even put that down. You can't demand nothing from anyone until you actually work on yourself. That goes back to self and shit. You meet a person and shit, you got black eyes and all that shit. Eyes all black from your last boyfriend punching all on you because they probably wanted you to put that shit down. They probably caught you a couple times doing what you wasn't supposed to be doing. Anything to get that hit. And a person will do anything to get that hit at that point when they broke and they ain't got no money and they fiending. God damn it, they'll do anything for that hit. God damn it. Give a damn who you is. If you on that shit and you ain't got no bread, what you gonna do to get bread to get that hit? God damn it. Straight up, flat out. And you might not even see that you're a fucking junkie at that point. You selling your soul. You selling your soul to that crack rock. That's who got you. God damn it. And then you making excuses and then call a motherfucker all types of names that's trying to help you though. Fuck out of here, fuck nigga. You a fake nigga. You ain't this, you ain't that. How is that person all that? And that person wasn't doing nothing but trying to help you at that point. Shit, fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here, man. At the end of the day, man, you can't deal with a person, y'all, that's smoking dope. And you don't smoke that shit. That's a fact. It's not funny, but it's the truth, y'all. You can't deal with a motherfucker that's smoking that shit, y'all. They don't want to put it down, y'all. Because they're going to look for every excuse not to put the shit down. They're going to leash out at you. You know what I mean? The person that's actually trying to help them and see the potentials in these motherfuckers, man. They don't even see the potentials in their self, y'all. And that's the sad part. But you meet a person about 80 pounds, 90 pounds, soaking wet, back 2 pockets touching and shit. And you step in and you try to help this person. You building this person up. You getting their weight back on them. You know what I'm saying? You doing everything you supposed to do to get this person right. But this person ain't accepting that shit, y'all. You know how they say you wish for something, like a person will wish for a person. I wish I had I wish I had her in my life, or I wish I had him in my life, and I'll be a whole different person. Man, you know you can wish for what you want for, then when you get it, you don't even know what you got. You get a person the keys to your kingdom and all that shit, and they take that shit for granted. Huh. It's a lost cause at that point, y'all. It's a lost cause at that point. Straight up, y'all. Like I said, I ain't mad at none of that shit, man. Like, cause I did what I tried to do to help this person, man. And I had some flaws because I was pissed. You know what I mean? I had some flaws too because I was pissed because this person ain't trying to clean up, man. This person just want to keep smoking dope, man. I mean, if you had a table, that dope like Scarface had in the movie, man, that person to sit there all day until that shit going, smoking that shit, y'all. And that's sad, man. They go from smoking dope to these things they put in there, I guess to block like a filter type of thing. They put in the glass pipe. It's like a filter. Then they pull a filter. When they get done smoking, because they say the high only lasts for 2 or 3 minutes. You know what I mean? So you wasting money at that point. Then they pull a little screen out, and then trying to smoke the little screen, try to get the residue off the screen, try to smoke the screen. That's a problem, y'all. And then be sitting around scraping. There ain't nothing there, scraping shit up, trying to put shit inside the pipe. Ain't nothing there. You done smoked it all. You know what I mean? You done smoked that shit. Ain't nothing in there. But they still trying to smoke on nothing that ain't there, y'all. And then say, I need some more. You ain't got no money, but you need some more. So how you going to get the money to get some more? What you going to do? Huh? Oh, I got friends that give me money. I got friends that give me money that don't want nothing. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't nothing for free. God damn it. Run that game on the motherfucker that just got out the womb. Ain't nothing for free. Straight up, man. Took this chick to get blood work done. Started from the blood work, ladies and gentlemen. Took her to get some blood work done to make sure she was good. She ain't had no type of disease or nothing like that. Came back clean in the motherfucking board of health. Right then and there, you should have started changing. You should have said, you know what? Ain't too many people doing this shit, taking me to go get checked out. You know what I mean? I'm putting this shit down. This person probably interested in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put this shit down. Man, it's 6 months later. This motherfucker still puffing like the magic dragon out this motherfucker, man. 6 months later, this motherfucker still puffing like the magic dragon, man. And don't want no help, y'all. They told me, fuck me. You understand me? Fuck me. Because like I told you in the beginning, a person to show you who they are in the beginning. You just got to pay attention to that shit. Like she said, if it was a piece of rock, in between me and a piece of rock hanging on a cliff, who would she save? She said she'll save that rock, y'all. All the way to the end. 6 months later, guess what, y'all? I say, put that shit down. Like a dog chasing his tail. Put that shit down. You've been saying that shit for 6 months, right? Ain't no helping that person at that point. You know what I mean? Because they stuck in their ways, y'all. But they're try to point out your flaws and shit. Like, I'm pissed at one point. I'm pissed like a motherfucker. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Then, she had a phone, a government free phone, you know what I'm saying? The bitch was hanging down there. It was broke. It was broke. I took a hammer to that motherfucker and shit, trying to break that bitch up so she don't call her connections. That's all on the phone. She got all drug dealers in her phone and shit, right? I'm trying to break that bitch, right? So it was still working and everything. It was good. But whatever she did, she must have dropped it. That bitch was hanging, right? So when I gripped it up and went to open it, the bitch, it came apart. Oh, you broke my phone? I said, here, take this phone here. I had a government phone, so I said, I don't even use the motherfucker here. Here, you can have this joint and replace it the one I did break. You know what I'm saying? I gave her a phone and shit that I ain't use and shit. Keep it. I don't want the shit. I don't even use that shit. Man, she got the phone, put me on block, all types of shit with the phone, but I keep telling her, like, I can report the phone missing and have the phone cut off and be on some little boy shit, but I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that, y'all. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it's a government phone. She got all the drug dealers in the government phone. She texting motherfuckers. You talking to motherfuckers on the phone. Don't you think they can hear that shit and can get them recordings and shit? You understand what I'm saying? And track them other numbers down? Because I got to the point, y'all, where she don't want to put the shit down. So I was about to start robbing the drug dealer she get the shit from, y'all. Every person, because I've been around for 6 months, so I know who the motherfucking players is who giving her the shit. You understand what I'm saying? I know who the players are that's giving her the shit. I could have been on some whacking these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Get the motherfuckers out the way, or lining these motherfuckers up to get robbed, you know what I mean? On some real shit. But I said, you know what? She really don't want the help. She want to stay and what she into. So I said, okay. Put that shit down. She don't want to put the shit down, y'all. So I said, you know what? We can be friends and shit. How we was and shit. We can most definitely be friends, but as far as me and you trying to make something happen and me trying to help, I'm done with that shit. Do what you've been doing before I met you. You understand what I'm saying? Continue on doing what you're doing. Hopefully, one day you'll look back. Like I said, she'll look back and she gonna say to herself, this person was here to help me and I denied his help. I kept looking for every excuse not to put this shit down and get help because it was all about me. You always talk this meet me halfway 50-50 shit, but yet you smoking that shit and you don't want to put it down. You know what I mean? But like down the road, if you ever decide to clean up and get your shit together, you gonna always remember a nigga like me that was trying to help you. Because you gonna say, damn, that's what he was trying to get me to do. This is when you clean now. You understand? When you sober and you clean. You're gonna say, damn, it was a person that really cared for me, man. And I was denying the help from this person. I kept looking for excuses. It's a story you can have to tell the next youngsters that's out there coming up that's stuck on that shit. That when they see a person that's sent to them through the Most High, a chosen one sent to you to lift you up by your bootstraps, and you deny the help because you want to continue on in that lifestyle, smoking that shit. I just hope I don't hear one day I wake up and the person say, yo, you heard what happened to such and such? That'll really fuck me up then. Because I say, damn, I wasn't doing nothing but trying to help this person, man. Now look where they at. 6 feet beneath, you heard? And it's going to be too late then. And guess what? Life goes on, y'all. There's so many people out here that lost their life on overdoses and fentanyl and shit. When they thought, oh, nah, I'm good. I've been doing this for a minute. I know what to look for. That's just when it gets you. That's just when it gets you and hit you. And like I said, man, most of the motherfuckers that smoke that shit, they up all night, y'all. They don't sleep. They don't get no proper rest like that. Only time they get proper rest is when they burnt out. The resources and the money is gone. It's over. So they ain't gonna do nothing but sleep for a couple days. That's what they usually do. They sleep for a couple days and then they be up for 3-4 days getting at it. You heard? Getting at it, my niggas. Straight up. Like you ain't do nothing but show a person who you really are when you know what I mean, when you try not to put that shit down. You like, fuck that, but you already said it in the beginning. Pay attention. If it was a crack rock and you on a cliff, and I had to save one of y'all, which one would I save? She said the crack rock. We out, y'all. Put this video up on my other channel, but yeah, y'all, that's what been happening, y'all. I'm trying to help this person, man. This person shunned me for helping them, y'all. You heard? But it's all good, though. That's what they do, y'all. That's what they do, y'all. Can't help everybody, y'all. Can't help everybody. Do I feel bad? Nah. No, I don't feel bad, man. I did all I can do. I can't do no more, y'all. I can't do no more. Real for real. I'm here for some juice. And it's windy in there. Uh-huh. Hold on here. Let me go holler at Miss Wendy. Yeah, y'all. Miss Wendy said the same thing, man. I mean, she went through something like that with her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like everything gravy. As long as you feeding them money, feeding their addiction and shit like that, everything gravy. But once you start cutting that shit off and start telling them to clean their shit up, get your shit right, that's when shit start going left. You all types of motherfuckers. Like Miss Wendy said the same thing. Her daughter was calling her all types of MFers. You ain't this, you ain't that, because she cut her off. Like, nah, that's my retirement money. I'm not gonna be sitting here giving you money so you can keep getting high and shit. As long as you feed them that bread, you know what I mean? Hey, they love you to death, you know what I mean? But once you cut them motherfuckers off and say no, oh man, you'll see that true person come out. Y'all see that demon leash out. You heard? You'll see that demon leash out, man. That's a 100% fact too, y'all, not fiction. But like I said, y'all, ain't no lost love and shit. You know what I mean? We just moving on, y'all. That's all. But goddamn, that's the story there, y'all. I was sitting there trying to dilly-dad through the tulips, with y'all with it. But nah, that's what it is, man. Like, dang. Dang. So many people ruined their lives, man, behind that shit, man. But then a lot of people turned their lives around, you know what I'm saying? It can be done. You gotta want it though. Like Miss Wendy was saying, you gotta want it. If that person don't want it, it ain't gonna happen, y'all. Real. In the environment we in the environment she around, she ain't putting that shit down no time soon, y'all. Trust me. She gonna always be in debt, you know what I'm saying? Because she constantly getting fronts when she ain't got no money. You know what I mean? All her money run out, then she getting more credit. It's a dog chasing his tail. You know what I'm saying? It's a dog chasing his tail, y'all. Damn. That's why I always used to say, you weak. you got a weak ass soul. I used to say that. You got a weak ass soul. How could you let that take your life, take over your life and shit? You know what I mean? Like, you even put your kids on the back burner for that shit, man. They even put their kids on the back burner for that shit, man. You know what I mean? Facts, man. Like, everything is on the back burner, y'all. Like, they gotta have that shit, y'all. Straight up, they try to make it seem like they ain't addicted to that shit, but it's written all over them, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's written all over them, y'all. Straight up. So I guess I'll be a bitch ass nigga, a little boy. I'll be all that. You understand me? I'll be all that. Straight the fuck up. I'll be all that just to get away from you, because you don't want to do the right thing. You don't want to put the rock down. Know what I'm saying? Put the rock down and pick up a book, goddammit. Read a goddamn book. You gotta occupy your mind with shit. You sitting there smoking your goddamn life away until you get that bad bag. You know what I'm saying? Like Miss Wendy saying, may her daughter rest in peace. You know what I mean? Her daughter lost her life, y'all, behind that shit, y'all. There's a lot of motherfuckers that lost their life behind that shit, y'all. But I tell you what, though, the Most High, in the eyes of the Most High, He's seeing everything. Like they say, they see everything, y'all. The Most High seeing everything, man. On His work, because it was His work I was doing. I'm putting in that work for the Most High. You understand me, y'all? And the devil was constantly working, y'all. We say that the devil was constantly working, man. It's sad, man. Seeing these people ruin their life, man, over the fucking 2-3 minute high and shit. That's what she said. It only lasts for 2 minutes. It lasts for 3 minutes. Well, goddamn it, why you fucking with it then? That means you're gonna be spending bread every chance you get. If that shit only lasts for 2-3 minutes, goddamn it, that means you constantly spinning. You constantly chasing a high. Oh, your high lasts longer than mine. Marijuana lasts longer than my high. But goddamn it, you need to resort to marijuana then. If marijuana lasts longer than 2 minutes, goddamn it, you need to resort to that. You need to put that shit down that only lasts for 2 minutes. Because now, not only you chasing that high at that point. At that point, you chasing that high. Like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I said, I hope Miss Wendy was in there too. Miss Wendy experienced, like a lot of us experienced that shit with family members that's turned out on drugs out this motherfucker, y'all. Come on, y'all, don't act like y'all don't got no family members or y'all know somebody that's turned out, that lost their life behind that shit. And you can look at them and you'll say, damn, I ain't know that person was dibbling and dabbling in that shit, because they keep their appearance up, you know what I mean? But behind that appearance, y'all, is the boogeyman. You heard? Behind all that shit, the makeup kit, the clothes, you dealing with that motherfucking boogeyman. A fact, that's a fact. A lot of motherfuckers got turned out, man. Used to be motherfuckers all down here on Curlin Street. They cleaned this shit out up around here. Motherfuckers was all out this bitch like it was Kensington at one point. They cleaned that shit the fuck up. I mean, either sent them motherfuckers back to Kensington, because that's where they gonna end up at, y'all. They gonna end up in Kensington. Real for real. Stuck like a motherfucker, man. Stuck like Chuck. But yeah, y'all. I'm all types of motherfuckers now, y'all. I'm all types of motherfuckers, man. Because I kept saying, put that shit down. I'm their worst enemy now, y'all. I'm their worst fucking enemy, man. All because I was trying to help a motherfucker and shit. That's crazy, man. All because I was trying to help a motherfucker, man. That we was cool. We was cool, y'all. Like cool as a motherfucker, but they said when you start getting involved in with a motherfucker, you don't know who they really are until you really get to knowing this person like that. You know what I mean? I would never thought this person was like that, y'all. Like the boogeyman. Like it's crazy. When you say a motherfucker is addicted to that shit, motherfuckers be addicted to that shit, man. For real. You the worst motherfucker in the world. Cause I constantly kept my foot on her neck, trying to get her right. But she don't want to get right. She don't want to get right at all, y'all. She keep playing this blame game. I just need you to do, ooh. You don't have no power or no authorities to tell anyone what to do until you get your shit together. Until you put that shit down. You know what I mean? You don't do nothing. You know what I mean? As a woman, though. What do you do as a woman to get your shit right? Oh, you gotta listen. Water, food, heat. That shit costs money. That shit costs money, y'all. When a motherfucker using your water, heat, food, you trying to help this person get right. You showing this person, look, you can have this if you leave this shit alone. But they choose not to have that lifestyle, y'all. That's too much for them, y'all. That lifestyle's too much for them, y'all. They can't handle it, y'all. They ain't used to that, y'all. And then you see why some of them be having black eyes and shit and all types of shit from their last relationship because that person was trying to get them off that shit. But they don't want to get off that shit, y'all. They don't want to get off that shit. They want to stay on that shit, y'all. You know what I mean? Then they get up and it's back to the same shit they've been doing. What they was doing yesterday. Or the day before. Once they start, it's an all-day process, y'all. You hear me? It's an all-day process. Once they start smoking that shit, it's on and popping. It's on and popping, y'all. That's a fact. I ain't gonna put that shit down until, I don't know. It's an all-day process, ladies and gentlemen. Facts. All-day process. But it was a pleasure, y'all. It was a pleasure. I'm about to wrap the video up. Take it on to the quarters. Nah, man. Take it on to the court's orders. Just fall back. Just fall the fuck back, man. Real. Stay, as they would say, stay in my lane. You heard? Stay in my motherfucking lane and mind my business, y'all. Facts. Facts. The motherfucker just cussed me out, called me all types of MFers, little boys and all types of shit. Know what I mean? Cool. Cool. So I know what I'm gonna do. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Now, like I said, it was a pleasure, y'all. It was a pleasure this good President's Day. The question is, it really Black History Month? Well, that's the question. Until the next time, y'all, peace.